It's a 9-day community partner.
Kia ora, good afternoon. Welcome along to Sky Broadband Rapid League between the Southern Hoiho and the Whai in Queenstown's Events Centre. And it is a matchup between two teams who are looking to get their Rapid League points in order here. Both coming off losses. Casey Frank, Andrew Mulligan on hand. And Casey, as we know, these Rapid League games, they are important for Tauihi League standings.
Well, thanks for having me, Andrew. And as we get towards the business end of the season, we are seeing these Rapid League games matter more and more. Taking a look at the ladder, the Queens on top with 5 Rapid League wins. The mainland Bolokai overcoming those 2 Tauihi wins with those 6 Rapid League wins. But looking at today's teams, the Hoiho just 1 win in their Rapid League endeavors. The Whai 2, but coming off a loss earlier in the week.
Well, this is important for the Whai to get the win here. It helps them get a point and then hopefully get a win over the Hoiho. More on them later in Tauihi in the matchup between their team and their 5 and the starting 5 of the Whai. But they will be bolstered by the returning legends of their season so far, notably Ashton Preckdell and Zoe Richards. And there is a starting 5 for the Whai of the Rapid League game. Kiri Some, Hokianga, Highland and West for coach Mel Bennett.
And Mel Bennett's going to be doing some nice coaching today. What I'm going to interested to see is how Palace Hokianga continues to play at the level she is, just 15 years old, but has shown a real knack for carrying the basketball and scoring, finding her teammates as well in these Rapid League games. As we take a look at the Hoiho and their starting lineup, 5 losses on the trot in the Rapid League. And here their lineup is now.
The two O'Connells, not related. Mitchell, Roberts, Hare and Richards. Brittany Richards, not Zoe Richards. Both teams keeping it true for the Sky Broadband Rapid League with their bench and development players starting. And the Rapid League has proven to be a success for this league and the development of players. We've seen players come in and give meaningful minutes in Tauihi games who have been running around in the Rapid League, running up and down. And it just seems to be energized by the fact the clock is shorter, much shorter, obviously, 4-minute quarters.
Rapid by name, rapid by nature. You see the percentages not quite where you want them to be. Part of that is because not only just the developing talent, but the pace at which this competition is played. And you see the Whai 2 wins on the trot. Those are only 2 wins of the Rapid League season. The Hoiho, you'd have to go further back than those 5 games to find their last Rapid League win. But these 2 teams, for the most part, really put in their young players and really are trying to develop that next generation of Tauihi basketball through this competition.
Here are your referees for this afternoon of basketball. And Queenstown's Events Centre will be having a Sal's NBL team in the next year or so as well. While they get their affairs in order in the Queenstown Events Centre as a venue, and ready for this one between the Hoiho and the visiting Whai. And both teams will be looking for this win. They really need it. And Casey, for the Hoiho, it'll be building on the momentum that they've managed to keep going, turning fortunes around from last season when they struggled to get wins.
And a lot of that has to do with the improved level of import talent, most specifically, of course, Ashton Preckdell, who's been fantastic. And we saw her loss to the team, what that meant to their record. The last round lost by over 40 last time out without Preckdell, without Zoe Richards, but they're back tonight. But in the Rapid League game, they cannot count on that import talent. It's going to be really interesting to see who wins out in terms of pace. This Whai team, they like to get up and down with the squad they put out in Rapid League. There's a bit more size, especially on the interior for the Hoiho. Are they going to be able to take advantage of that, or will the pace of the Whai just be too much?
Loving the accents on the Whai unis too. Going for that neon look, the Miami Heat, you could say. Started that with those colorways that they had in the Vice eras, and the Hoiho with the traditional yellow for this game.
I'd watch Mount Maunganui Vice. I'd give that a go.
It would definitely be a thing.
Oh, now here we have the ball deliverer. That is well done by this young lady whose name we do not have, but great to see her come out, see the players deliver the basketball. Don't think she's going to be involved in the jump ball, but she looks like she could do it.
Jen O'Connell directing traffic.
Somebody's got to.
Someone from the Whai, you got to stand with
Come
it.
on, Amy. Get in the photo.
Nice moment for Central Otago, Southern Lakes District local.
Oh, she wants the ball.
No, we got to play with the ball.
Deciding entertaining game of basketball. And remember, you can
Gives the coach a high five. Well done. Ball delivered. And now we're about to get up and down. And this pace will be a bit more frenetic.
Well, there's no coach's timeout. So just the Sky City player timeouts can be called in Rapid League. Sky Broadband Rapid League. The Hoiho up against the Whai. Underway, first quarter.
Cooney with the triple. Nice delivery from Hokianga. Doesn't keep, but Hokianga now to the cup.
Stepping to the left. And that's missed by Palace Hokianga.
Nice rebound, Jen O'Connell. She's going to have a field day in there with her size on that defensive glass.
Caitlin O'Connell, she pulls the trigger. Up ahead to Hokianga. Skip pass. 3-ball on the way. And that'll bounce out, and that will be Hoiho ball.
Nice look for Cooney off that skip pass by Hokianga. She did a nice job of drawing that defense over, finding the open player on the weak side, but no activity on the offensive glass just yet for the Whai. Need to be active in both areas.
Good pressure. And we've got an 8-second call on the Hoiho. Good defense from the Whai, forcing the turnover. Caitlin O'Connell just mishandling the ball before she could cross half court, and she couldn't quite beat it.
Well, the Whai at their best are really good at pressuring the basketball and in the full court space, and they showed that to great effect on that last possession.
It's Highland who's fouled.
A lot of ball handling out there. Even Amy West, who's the interior player for the Whai, she's got a lot of speed. She's able to keep pace with this multi-talented wing unit they have out there trying to score the basketball. Alice Hokianga out of the quarter.
And O'Connell with the foul before the shot.
And those fouls, a few more fouls up on the board than there actually are. It's not 5 fouls apiece just yet, otherwise we'd be shooting free throws already. Okay, just short. Amy West, nice offensive rebound, good activity early.
Another offensive rebound for the Whai. In a bit of trouble. It's Hokianga with the shot, left it short. O'Connell with the rebound, Jen O'Connell. And then Hokianga with the foul on Caitlin O'Connell.
Well, nice footwork to deliver that shot up on the rim. Couldn't get the finish. But I do like what the Whai are doing defensively, activating themselves to the full court, taking advantage of the speed that they have. I'm going to pass it in again one time. Don't think that clock got started just yet. Almost halfway through this first quarter.
O'Connell with the hesitation, waited, and she's fouled. So she'll go to the TAB stripe to shoot 2.
Very convincing up fake there. Was in her steps, certainly looked like she was going to go up for the finish, but able to maintain her balance, use that up fake and get Palace Hokianga to go for that up fake. Contact. No luck at the TAB just yet. But maybe second time's a charm.
O'Connell good on the second from the TAB stripe. And then a sub on the make.
Well, this one's a little slow off the blocks, as both teams struggling to find that execution, but Hoiho on the board now. Thanks to that Caitlin O'Connell for you.
It's Maya Chandler in the game for the Fight. Highland with the ball now. Stepping through, went down. It's the Hoiho going the other way.
Tyler Mitchell finds some space, kicks it outside. Tyler Mitchell with the push shot, can't find it.
O'Connell on the glass, puts it in.
And nice work on the glass. O'Connell planting herself down low and getting that up.
What a move by Kerry Sommet. West can't make that.
Love the pace that they're playing, though. Good opportunities created. Hoiho in response.
The look away, and it's not controlled by Chandler, so it stays with the Hoiho. 15 on the shot clock. Pulls the trigger.
Tyler Mitchell from deep. Amy West on the glass does well to box out and control that tip.
Tough finish from Kerry Sommet, and that gives the Phi their first bucket.
I love the pace, love the attack on the rim going from one side to the other to get that angle off the glass despite the defensive attention. Caitlin O'Connell likes the triple.
Oh, nothing but net for Caitlin O'Connell.
Well, nice rotation there on the handoff, taking out the only defender that was left to give a chance. No chance with no hand up on that one.
Kerry Sommet gave it up after getting in trouble. Here's Highland. Cooney, 7 to shoot. Miscommunication between her and West. Phi do well to get back, stop the Hoiho. Looking for the opening. Good ball reversal. That three is long. And West with the rebound. Excuse me, it's Highland with the rebound. Cooney with West. Cooney with O'Connell on her, kicks it back out. Kerry Sommet off the glass, fouled hard. With just 4.5 on the shot clock.
I like the patience that she showed there. Directed some traffic, called for that on ball, and when she got that advantage created by that screen, head down straight to the cup. Attacks it well, doesn't get the roll, but gets the contact. 2 shots at the TAB to bring the Phi possibly to within 2 points if she can knock them both down. Kerry Sommet has been shooting the ball well in both forms of the game. Rapid League is starting to become quite a contributor for the Tauihi squad as well.
Kerry Sommet good on the first from Australia. St Mary's 3 years there. And she makes the second, and we've got a conversation between the referees, and we're going to do it again. We're just making sure that we've got the right time on the clock.
Up to 5 seconds, I believe. They're going to get a 2.
Looked like there was.
There you go, a full 5 on the clock.
1.4 left, but now it's 5 seconds to go in this first quarter. Sky Broadband Rapid League. Hoiho with a 6-4 lead. Need to get it up. Stolen away by West. And it will be the Hoiho with this lead, 6-4 over the Phi. There definitely weren't 15 assists or 11 for that matter. On that good stat sticker, we'll have to push the reset button on that underneath, but convincing first quarter from the Hoiho. And then the Phi came back and closed it up.
Well, let's discuss those stats. 6 rebounds to 5, the advantage to the Hoiho. And just 2 for 6 from the floor were the Hoiho, but one of those was from deep, so that enabled them to get a little bit of a lead. The Phi right now unable to create some advantage on the offensive end, just 1 for 8 from the field, 0 for 3 from deep. 2 points at the stripe has helped them stay within touch distance, but they have to find a way to get a better level of execution in the half court on offense. 4 rebounds for Jennifer O'Connell, 4 for Amy West, leading the way for their squads. All 4 points for the Phi, care of Jade Kerry Sommet. Doing a nice job at the line and in transition. Caitlin O'Connell, 4 points. Jennifer O'Connell, 2 points. No relation for the O'Connells, but they are carrying the load offensively right now for the Hoiho.
Sky Sport and TAB, Waterford and Corner.
Quarter number 2. Just a minute between quarters. 2 minutes at half-time. Both Sky City Broadband player timeouts for the teams are available still. It's a highly contested one here at the Queenstown Events Centre. O'Connell knocks his second three down of the half.
Same spot, similar action. First time was on the handoff, this off the on ball. You're gonna go under those screens. She's looking like she's gonna take advantage the entire game. 5-point lead for the Hoiho.
Cooney for three. She answers with a triple of her own.
And a good solid screen there by Makadesh. Able to clear some space, and Honey Cooney sets up well, gets herself balanced, lets it fly, and watch it drop.
O'Connell underneath. Nice feed from Mitchell.
And Makadesh got out of position trying to stop the Mitchell drive and couldn't stop O'Connell on the catch on a little drop-off there.
Makadesh fighting for position with O'Connell, goes up high to set the screen for Kerry Somé. And then O'Connell recovers nicely. Gotta watch that foam roller there.
That's not a great spot for
That's
it.
not a great spot at all. You don't want Jennifer O'Connell stepping on that.
But I love the hustle, O'Connell on the ball. Look at her get back into the play, take away what would have been a sure 2 points for Daesh had she got that catch.
Kerry Somé answers.
And down. But the bucket drops. Kerry Somé finding the range, and she is putting together a squad. 7 points already in this one for her.
And that is long from Tyler Mitchell, and that lead stays at 1 for the Hoiho.
Quick trigger. It looked like it was good, just a bit off on the distance, but the Hoiho certainly dropping those shots from 3 with consistency.
Kerry Somé given space, makes space, and knocks down the long 2. That is good looking release as well from Kerry Somé.
Comes off that on ball nicely. Daesh sets up some nice space, and Kerry Somé, if you're gonna give her that much room, she's gonna knock it down.
O'Connell lost the handle. Jennifer O'Connell's there to help it. Fires it to Millie Simpson. And underneath it's the Hoiho again. Here comes Simpson. Bumped by Makadesh. And that's an easy foul to call.
Makadesh, she is an enforcer in there. She's setting screens, defensively taking up space, not going to let any drives come easily. And that's one of the ways the Five worked their way back in their lead of this ball game. Down big in the first quarter, but the offense has been flowing with a lot more smoothness here in the second.
Good defense on the Simpson drive.
Powerful rebound by Daesh as well, and up in transition. What a fast break. Cooney couldn't find it.
The Fire looked to extend this lead. And they couldn't. Now they're extending that pressure though. Hoiho taken out of their rhythm with just 12 on the shot clock.
I love that press. Under pressure now to get a good look, and they created one.
And the Hoiho take that lead back.
Guys, Natalie Ivamy finding some space.
Oh, the drive is nice. The finish though for Palace Hokianga, not quite there. Couldn't find the roll.
Back and forth we go. The defenses are starting to get a little bit fatigued. Kerry Somé looking to set up the offense. She likes this on ball, likes the space she gets off of it.
There's Brittany Richards missing that. Should be ruining the opportunity. It's Kerry Somé again. Makadesh underneath on the other side. Daesh will go to the TAB to shoot 2.
Excellent 2-woman game there, coming off the on ball. Instead, rejects the screen, goes baseline, has the space, but I love the way she kept her dribble alive there. Looking like vintage Steve Nash, doesn't find the bucket, but Daesh doing the work on the O boards. Plants herself well, excellent position, good look on the finish. On the follow-up, doesn't get it, but 2 from the TAB. First one's down. And most likely the last possession of the quarter to the Hoiho. Of course, both teams have their Sky City player timeouts. Wouldn't be surprised to see one of those come into play.
Page misses it the second. Again, the fire with this pressure. And they almost get the turnover. Just get it over half court as well. And that is what pressure, when you extend it, can do. Can leave somebody relatively open.
Finding the mean range. Not a lot of time left. The ball in the hands of Kevin Somé. That's where you want it if you're a Phi fan.
Baseline drive. Chandler misses that, and that'll do us. The first half of the Sky Broadband Rapid League game between the Hoiho and the Phi. It will be the home team of the Queenstown Events Centre leading by 2, 15-13. Good bit of response from the Hoiho, KC, from that Phi run to claw that lead back.
Well, after being outscored 6-4 in that opening quarter, the Phi come out and drop 11 in the second quarter. The Hoiho able to get 10 themselves. 16-15 the score at the moment. And if you like the basketball, I'm sure you like the Sal's. Large veggie pizza, $25. Use that QR code there, valid with the code BUZZER till Tuesday, the 15th of August. And I don't know, which veggie's on that pizza is your favorite veggie there, Moles?
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
Mushrooms go great on a pizza.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're not wrong about that. I like an olive. I appreciate an olive too, the saltiness.
Olives, they polarize a lot of people, olives. Not as much as anchovies on a pizza. Don't mind an anchovy on a pizza.
I'm a big fan of anchovies.
This is why we work together so well.
And none of those are available. I don't know if anchovies are available at Sal's, but
bring your own.
Why not? And you know who's bringing their own is the Phi.
Actually don't. I don't know if you can.
You actually should not bring your own anchovies anyway. That is not.
That's also good life advice, Casey.
Don't just walk around with anchovies.
That's something you won't find on TikTok.
But how about Jade Kirisome? 12 points in that opening quarter. Absolutely putting it together. Offensively, finding some space from the free throw line. Second leading scorer in the game is Caitlin O'Connor. She's got a couple of bombs from deep for her 7 points. 5 points for Jennifer O'Connell, 2 for Brittany Richards. Just one other scorer for the Phi other than Jade Kirisome, and that's Macadash, who has 1 point in the first half. Rebounds, Amy West, Jennifer O'Connell leading the way for their squads, and an 11-9 advantage for the Hoiho. 4 apiece for West and O'Connell, and the assists, multiple players with 1. The shooting percentage is really lifted for the Phi in that second quarter after a 1 for 8 opener, and hit 3 for 7 in the second quarter, and 2, including 2 triples. If they can continue that level of efficiency, they might be able to keep this Hoiho squad closer, but the Hoiho really adapted well to the pressure there in the latter half of the second quarter, so see if they don't have that same success here now that the third quarter has tipped off.
And we got a foul on the drive from Kirisome. So we'll stay on the baseline with the fight. Young gives it back to Kirisome. 6 to shoot now, and we've got to travel. Just the pressure of the clock and the defense.
We have Millie Simpson there, active on the ball, and you can see there may have been a talk at halftime about, hey, Kirisome, she's getting some space on us, but we can increase that level of pressure, make it more difficult. First one did the trick on that opening possession.
He got West, his back up there as well. Helping out in the middle for the fight. Maybe a few on ball can get her to open it up somewhat as the Hoiho felt the pressure of the clock themselves after a raggedy looking play, and they turn the ball over on the shot clock violation.
And just weren't unable to find any penetration on that possession. Nice job by the Phi's second line of defense to rotate over and make themselves visible. Hokianga with the
Hokianga froze everybody in the Southern Lakes District.
That's not easy to do because they're used to the cold, but Palace Hokianga with a lovely hezi creates that space for the kiss for 2, and all tied up we are.
It's 7 degrees outside, about 70 after that move inside. And banging down low for the Hoiho is Brittany Richards, and she'll head to the TAB to shoot 2.
Well, good recognition of the height advantage she had there in the low post. Gets to a good position, gets the arms up, says, give me the ball, I can get to work. catches the whistle, doesn't catch the bucket, so 2 from the TAB forthcoming.
Richards at the line. Starter for the Hoiho. He's come on leaps and bounds. And Tauihi misses the second as Brittany. And Hoiho with a 1-point lead. It's Hokianga kicking it out. Ball movement is nice, but the 3 ball is long, but a Hokianga, right place, right time.
She is tough for a 15-year-old man. She's got game.
Look at the handles on her. Well, she's foul. She's giving the Hoiho all sorts of trouble at the moment.
It's the handles, but it's also the lack of fear from the physicality. She gets right in on that offensive rebound, going through players to get it, and love the hesitation. Look at the physicality with that shoulder. You know, forcing that defender back onto her toes so she can find the space off the kiss. And that kind of aggression, I mean, it's uncommon to find in a player of that age.
Makes both. 5 with the lead now.
Oh, close to 8 seconds coming, just get it across. And a cheap foul by Amy West, trying to get into that passing lane.
Done all the good work there, Amy West, just caught reaching there. Oh, there's a few doors open at the QueenstownEvents Centre.
I never did understand in my trips down south how much they loved an open door. At least it's not the big bay doors right now.
Well, it's just so dry and crisp. It's lovely, the air in the mountains of the Southern Lakes district of O'Connell fighting for it. Richards with the left hand. She's got 5 now.
Excellent drive going to the non-preferred left after O'Connell, back-to-back offensive rebound, saves the possession. Hoiho starting to dominate the glass.
Cooney misses that 3. O'Connell not looking for a shot there. Caitlin O'Connell, though, she'll take it. Back in the game after using the massage gun after half-time, and she got loose on that one. Hoiho's lead is 3. It's a tight one. Sky Broadband rapidly. Highland for 3. O'Connell in between 2 Whai.
O'Connell is just
determined to get that ball.
Determined, and just an unstoppable force chasing that one down. Excellent on the defensive glass, active on the offensive glass as well. Jennifer O'Connell now 4 points, 5 rebounds. I think 6 on that last one there. So 5 or 6 rebounds, 2 assists, putting together a complete game down in the interior for the Hoiho.
O'Connell almost had it taken away from her. Picked up by Millie Simpson.
And this box out's really starting to weigh on the Whai. Too many opportunities for the Hoiho.
Nice look inside to Richards. And 7 for her now. She ties Caitlin O'Connell for the Hoiho.
Nice vision by Tyler Mitchell coming off that dribble drive as well to find her.
Hokianga gets the travel call on her.
I'd like to see that again. Looked like an excellent hesitation move. Thought she kept that foot on the ground. Doesn't get the benefit of the doubt, but I love the effort either way.
Simpson firing it out. Gets it back, and we got a foul on the baseline.
No free shots, says Makadesh. They're not going to get that eye in on my watch. 5-point lead here for the Hoiho. Are they about to get their 2nd win of the Rapid League season? Have to execute well down the stretch. This Whai team deadly from deep.
O'Connell poked away. 4 to shoot. O'Connell needs to get it up. Gives it out. Oh, in and out.
Tyler Mitchell almost finding the range. Just 10 seconds left on for Kirisome to try and find the bucket.
Cooney for 3 to close out the 3rd, and rips nothing but net on that one, and the Whai close it up to 2. That is the Hoiho's lead, 22-20. One more quarter Sky broadband rapidly to come. And that is a tight one at the Queenstown Events Centre. And both teams scoring 7 in that quarter. Again, it's a 2-point lead.
Well, you love to see that type of execution at the end of quarters. Nice job by Kirisome to pull those defenders down into the interior of the defense. And Hanikuni, she has a quick release from deep, hits a big shot in the form of this game to become the 3rd leading scorer. Palace Hokianga with 4 points, and Jade Kirisome leading scorer in the game with 12. Caitlin O'Connell with 9 for the Hoiho, backed up by Brittany Richards with 7, and Jennifer O'Connell with 4. Leading rebounders, Jennifer O'Connell with 6, Amy West with 5. It's all about the shooting percentages right now. Inside that 2-point line, the Hoiho 7 for 13 at 53%. The Phi not getting anything going really inside the arc, just 3 for 11 at 27%. Got as many makes from outside the arc as they do inside of it. Hoiho not great from deep, but doing enough to keep it honest and force the Phi to guard them out there, opening up opportunities on the drive and certainly on the offensive glass. Jennifer O'Connell has really had her influence shown there with the work she's done for those second chance opportunities. And most impressive, I think, for the Hoiho right now, 10 points in the paint in this ball game, dominating that interior.
Hoiho with the ball to start this final quarter. Sky broadband rapidly. A bit of a hesitation there. And the roll is nice.
Hezi put together to excellent effect. And Gracie Roberts' hair.
Somei. Hokianga putting up the floater. O'Connell with the rebound. She's got 7 points. Might make it 9. Grabs her 2nd rebound. O'Connell pulls the trigger.
O'Connell to O'Connell. They have some good work off that arm ball. She doesn't use it that time. Love the 5 pushing the ball in transition.
Somei working with West. The high on ball. Good roll. That's tough for Jennifer O'Connell, who did everything right.
Kirisome finds that space. And now a test defensively, getting close to an 8 seconds. Not quite, but the Phi really turning the pressure up to try and get back into the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Richards misses that 3 ball. Phi can tie or take a lead on the 3 here. They go for the 3. Oh, no box out on that one. Maya Chandler snuck in. You could hear it from the coaching staff. Todd Marshall's saying box out. The Phi get another look. Stepping through. Hokianga with the move. And that's all tied up. And we've got a Sky City player timeout. It's getting raggedy for the Hoiho. And I think this is just a settler.
Look, I know Palace Hokianga isn't having the hugest game offensively, 6 points, but great movement without the basketball there and a difficult finish. The way she got her footwork down and with a limited amount of space to work with to get that bucket to tie things up. Just really impressive to see a young player of that stature making up big plays. Interesting timeout there by the Hoiho. You can use that QR code, community groups around the country. Still thousands of tickets available if you're able to get in and qualify. Use that QR code, but interesting timing. 2:12 left in this one, a tie ball game. Feels like it's going to go down the wire. You might need that one down the stretch, but now they don't have one in their pocket. That's the last timeout they have for the half. Phi still have their Sky City player timeout to play with.
Richards had the lane, decided not to go for it. Pulls the trigger on the 3. This is that. Hanikuni in a bit of trouble. Fires it to Chandler.
Got to get across. And they do.
Just gets it across. West. Kirisome for 3. Oh, that's good. And that gives the Phi the lead.
Palace Hokianga with the penetration, drew defenders in, giving Kirisome just enough space to knock down that triple. And now the Hoiho under pressure for the first time this evening.
They just get it over half court. Caitlin O'Connell spinning, lost the handle, needs to kick it out. And we have a foul.
Oh,
she might have been called, could have been called for a travel there.
Fortunate for Caitlin O'Connell there, I think. She was the initiator of that contact, I think a little out of control. The contact called on the defense. Ball will go on the baseline.
Here's O'Connell again. Finding Richards, has it knocked away. Hokianga. 4 Hoiho around her. Coney kicking it out. And the rebound there by Mitchell. Well, Hoiho with 60 seconds to go. Down 3 and with the ball.
Need to create a good opportunity here. Been struggling to get clean looks.
Oh, just too strong, but the rebound is back.
Well, 2 excellent looks at the basket. Nice drives there by Millie Simpson, able to miss that first one, gets the offensive rebound back. I like the footwork, good chance at it, but the length of Amy West down low making that a more difficult shot to finish on than it initially looked. Now, with just 45 seconds left, the Phi have a 3-point lead and what will most likely be a 2-possession ball game. If they get a bucket here, going to be very tough for the Hoiho. They got to put everything they can into this stop.
Time winds down, need to get a shot up. Under 10 seconds now. Pressure building. West contested.
Offensive rebound, shot clock resets to 14, so still 10 left to play with.
Differential of about 10 seconds, and the Phi call their Sky City player timeout. Smart move with 5.7 on the shot clock, resets to 14.
That is
15 and a half to go in the game.
That is really smart. To me, I'm thinking to myself, oh, do they need it yet? They could save it for a miss, but the reset to the shot clock, that's why that is such a clever play. Now there's just going to be a 1.5-second differential, and unfortunately our on-screen graphics there are a little messed up. It's not 5 fouls apiece just yet, so a couple fouls to give still for the Hoiho. They're going to have to get these fouls quickly to try and send the Phi to the TAB line to try and get back into the ball game. Fourth quarter here, just 15 seconds left in the game. There's the pressure, got a foul. You can't play defense. Have to foul, they're letting it wait too long.
The Phi, with all the time, the Hoiho have to do something here. And no, coaching from the sideline either saying foul. They just let them play.
That's the game.
And that's it. Done and dusted. So the Hoiho, they had this game. And they just slipped away at the end. The Phi doing a great job down the stretch. Hokianga, Kirisome, getting the job done. And they take the win and the vital point for the Tauihi standings, 27-24. We'll be back soon with the Tauihi game between the Hoiho and the Phi. Mai. Welcome back to Queenstown Events Centre. It is the Southern Hoiho up against the Whai. And we are ready for Tauihi Basketball. We've already had a rapid league game. The Whai winners in that one 27-24 before this game. The Hoiho let that one slip. They'll be kicking themselves. Andrew Mulligan, Casey Frank on hand. And Casey has a needed win for the Whai, who find themselves on the outside looking in on the table for that Final Four spot.
Well, especially after the game earlier this week, so close, just 1 point short after the Michaela Cowling deep shot ended up being a 2 instead of a 3. Take a look at the ladder, and as it currently sits, the Whai picking up rapid league win league number 3 earlier today, so moving slightly up the ladder. But a win here in the Tauihi would be huge to their postseason hopes. The Southern Hoiho, different ideas. Up until a game earlier this week where they didn't have their majority of their starting front court, they have been playing fantastic basketball in the Tauihi.
This is the final game of round 5. Round 6 tips off Wednesday night between the Hoiho back in Otaporte, Dunedin, up against the Tokomanawa Queens. And the Whai will host the Kahu on Thursday night in Tauranga, and the Queens and the Poakai on Friday night. And it is starting to heat up, this race, especially for the Whai. They get a win here, they'll draw level competition points-wise, but it doesn't mean that they're assured of getting that 4th spot. Points differential always coming into play when a competition like this is so tight. For the Whai though, Casey, the visiting Whai, starting 5 strong, spearheaded by Sarah Zagara.
Sarah Zagara, fantastic score from the perimeter with her size, but Michaela Cowling, she's the key to this team. What she does with the ball in hand, both from the perimeter and on the interior against switches, really drives what this offense can do in its highest level of peak performance.
Yeah, Cowling averaging 22 points and 9 rebounds a game, almost 5 assists as well. And Mel Bennett is the coach of the Whai, and she's ready for this one.
Kia ora koutou katoa. I have Mel Bennett from the Whai here with me. Mel, it looks like the Prechtel and Richards come back in for the Hoiho today. How do you combat their impact?
Actually, we've been training all along as if they're going to be on the lineup anyway. So we've looked at some potential matchups, coverages, and you know, obviously our aggressive defence. We want to continue with that, which we ran against the Queens. So we'll see how that goes today.
Nice, thank you. Some heartbreaking losses for the Whai over the last 10 days. What has the team taken away from those games?
I think the most important thing is that we're able to be resilient, show character and bounce back. You know, very, very tough losses, 2-1 in the last 10 days, but super proud of the girls for the way they play right till the end. And we just need to move past that point. We have great patches throughout the games, but we need to do better.
We'll really appreciate your time this afternoon. All the best for this afternoon's game. Kia ora.
The Southern Hoiho, by virtue of having Prechtel and Richards out, absolutely got smashed in the middle of the week last week. And they are back on the front line for coach Todd Marshall, and that's key for them, Casey.
Well, that's about 25 rebounds per game between the two of them, not to mention the scoring prowess. This is the best team in the competition in terms of offensive rebound, but only with those 2 players in there. If not, it's hard. So we're going to see them back to full strength this afternoon.
And for Todd Marshall, it's about controlling the rebounds more than anything for this Hoiho team.
I have Todd Marshall from the Southern Hoiho. So Todd, a big loss in Christchurch during the week. What did you take from that game, and are you back to full strength today?
Wasn't much to take from that game. It was pretty disappointing. But yeah, we are back to full strength. So we're certainly hoping we put a bit of performance on the court tonight.
That's great. The import trio at the Whai are a tough proposition. What plans do you have in place to keep them under control this afternoon?
Well, we've played them a couple of times, or we've played them once already, so we know what we're up against. We've got our scouts, and the players know what we are trying to do, and that'll be just keep to our scout, and it's going to be a tough game.
Thank you very much for your time this afternoon. All the best. We'll be cheering for you.
for the Hoiho. They escaped with a 2-point win over the Whai, 71-69 previously. And you can see the three-point attempts. These two teams love to shoot at Casey, and there will be offensive rebounds available.
When you take a look at the stats there, first and second in the league in three-point attempts. The Whai first, the Hoiho second coming into the week. Those percentages not great, not exactly where you'd be, but because of the offensive rebounding prowess of both teams, they're able to let it fly and go chase it down and create a lot of offense in that manner. The team that controls the defensive rebounds to a greater degree this afternoon is going to walk away with the victory. Can the Whai outbattle a taller, longer front court and keep those Southern Hoiho off the offensive glass, where they're averaging 13.2 offensive rebounds per game? The Whai tenacious as well. 11 offensive rebounds a game for them, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to have to do it defensively.
Referees ready for this one. Melanie O'Connor, Hamish Dale, Danielle Kush. And it'll be an interesting battle between Zagara and Prechtel. Prechtel, the American, Zagara, the Austrian, and Ashton Prechtel missing that Pauakai game midweek with concussion-like symptoms. And she is a 5x5 player. She's a threat. She fills up that box score, and she's averaging close to 4 blocks a game, grabs, steals, makes the pass, obviously crashes the glass at almost 16 a game, Casey, and she is the energy of this team.
Now, coming into the week, she was top 5 in 5 statistical categories. She's such a force on the interior. And to be perfectly frank, Zara Zagara just doesn't have the size to keep her from going where she wants to go on the paint one-on-one. So they're going to have to do it with help. They're going to have rotations come over. When those rotations come over, is Prechtel going to be able to zip that pass out with some precision and hit open shots? If that help doesn't come, I think Prechtel's going to go to work and have a lot of advantage down there on the low block today.
Ready for this one, Queenstown Events Centre. Michaela Cowling, and there's Ashton Prechtel there. Zagara with the high five. The youngster with the ball. She brought the ball on for the Rapid League game, giving it the smile for the camera. Smiles all around. These two teams do battle.
Excellent ball presentation there. Good hustle. Coming off to her little friend waiting for her there. Now we got a ball game. Michaela Cowling, Ashton Prechtel for the jump.
It'll be the Hoiho. Cowling with the ups on that one.
She's the athlete.
Yeah.
No question about it.
She almost won that. Prechtel's what, 6'4"?
6'4". Maybe closer to 6'5".
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in person yet.
I don't want to underestimate the height, and there she is with the catch. Stripped away.
Samara Gallagher has to go out a little further to take Wilson away from that opportunity. Prechtel turned off with the vision, gave up the turnover.
Alia Wilson with that steal, and we got a foul away from the ball on a legal screen. We'll go back to the Hoiho.
Yeah, just a little too aggressive by Alyssa Hidawani. With that screen, you have to stay in your cylinder. You can't move. Officials are paying great attention to freedom of movement for defensive players.
Prechtel surrounded by 5 there. Zagara with the ball. Cowling kicks it out. Hidawani. Now it's to Zagara. Zagara spins, falls. Nice touch from Sarah Zagara.
Well, taking advantage of the gift she has. She's got quickness on Prechtel. She goes off the dribble and uses that spin move nicely to find some space for the mid-range jumper.
Nice pass. Zoe Richards is fouled. She'll go to the line for the N1 opportunity.
Well, the Fire coming out and playing an aggressive style of defense. They were at their best this season defensively against the Queens last round, where they dominated for 3 quarters by getting up and pressuring. But you see the pressure comes that way. Nice split to find Zoe Richards cutting to the basket. She catches, finishes with patience, gets the bump, and now a chance for 3 from the TAB.
Prechtel almost got the rebound. Cowling controls it. Well, the Richards miss.
Cowling's going to be giving up some size, but she is an athlete. She's going to be fighting all day in there.
Olivia Wilson, Adwani to Cowling, gets it up and puts it in.
Tough covers out here for Ashton Prechtel. She's given up some foot speed in that matchup against Cowling, and that cut is what got her open by using that speed to great effect.
Prechtel and Cowling, both draft picks from the WNBA of the Connecticut Sun. Bradley gives it to Richards with time winding down. Bradley gets it back, and then we've got a foul underneath. Zagara was hit.
Well, she looked a little bit upset about that elbow to the dome.
Samara Gallagher, I think, got her on the top of the head there.
Nice look by Paige Bradley with the shot clock going down, but the Hoiho, one possession got great penetration with the pass, but other than that, an active 5 defensively, making it very difficult to get inside that interior.
Zagara off the bounce. Can't get the roll. Prechtel with another rebound. Bradley to Richards. Tried to fire it off Cowling. Wilson going the other way. Adwani gives it to Zagara, kicking it out. McKenna Dale. And we've got an offensive foul again.
That's going to be on Michaela Cowling. She doesn't want to use those up away from the basket. I love that transition defense from the Southern Hoiho. Able to get back and scramble around. Looked like the Phi were going to have those numbers and get an excellent look. Instead, the hustle ends up taking away 2 points, making it into a turnover.
Nice play. Good defense, but a better offense from Zoe Richards with the left.
Perfectly executed Ashton Prechtel with that high post flash and the quick pass inside. Nice counter to the pressure that the Phi are showing the Hoiho early.
Zagara for 3. Oh, Cowling, what a rebound. Gets it back. She's active. Cowling misses that. Prechtel with the board.
Michaela Cowling.
Michaela Cowling, eh?
She can hoop, man, I'll tell you what. As Richards looks like she gets the charge there. And that is the whistle. Nice work by McKenna Dale in transition to get back. These are 2 active teams. Look at the work we've already seen on the offensive glass and in transition, pushing that ball ahead. Zoe Richards straight through the chest of McKenna Dale going the other way.
Great position to pick that up, an easy call to make. Zagara to Cowling. Gallagher got her on the ball, but also got her on the body. Might be on Prechtel.
Richards and Ashton Prechtel are happy to switch the defensive matchup, but that plays right into the hands of the Phi. Michaela Cowling then gets the ball on the perimeter and has that foot speed advantage against Prechtel. If they're matched up one-on-one, the rest of the Hoiho have to come out and pinch, take away those driving lanes. Because as good as Ashton Prechtel is, she just does not have the foot speed to stay with the ball handling ability of Cowling.
Cowling makes the first from the TAB, shooting 86.4% from the line. Gets the rattle on the roll, and it drops. Got her in a bit of trouble. Good pressure from the fight, and we've got a foul on Zagara. Looked like it might have been a travel as well.
The Phi. When they're up and in, they're making things tough. And I think Tyler Mitchell pretty fortunate to get the whistle there. The aggressiveness of the Phi paying dividends early.
Prechtel firing it across. Paige Bradley gives it to Richards, who gives it up. And it's turned over.
The Hoiho, they need to score off that penetration with the pass. Right now, the Phi too quick with rotations, taking away those looks.
Harry Somé in the game for the Phi. A foul on the baseline drive.
Michaela Cowling, they're just giving her space with the ball in hand here in this first quarter. Rotating it around until she is able to get that one-on-one matchup. The help side isn't there. They're pulling Prechtel away from the basket, so she's got open driving lanes at the end of those dribble penetrations.
Cowling too strong was the pass. So Richards has it. Hurst. And now we've got another whistle away from the ball. This time, baseline referee with the call.
I think that one was Zagara? No, that was a McKenna Dale.
That
Dale. Fortunate, I think, but you don't want Zagara to get that second personal foul early in this one. If you're Coach Mel Bennett, that'll be the first on McKenna Dale. 4 of the 5 starters with 1 foul now.
Prechtel at the line. Ashton Prechtel, 66% foul shooter. Making the second.
It's so important for her to be able to hit those free throws with consistency, because she is always going to get a lot of attention. They're going to consistently foul her. It's better off than giving up the 2 points. If she makes those free throws, it makes it much harder to run that strategy.
All locked up at 6 at the Queenstown Events Centre. The Hoiho and the Whai. Cowling fires it out. Prechtel another rebound. And the 3 for her. Bradley. Both these teams love the 3s. And that one misses from the corner.
Not sure who that foul was on, but it's going to be 2 free throws going the other way for McKenna Dale. You never want to foul 90 feet away. They were in good defensive position, had that trap set up with a 3rd defender on the baseline there, that 3rd defender being the out of bounds line. Unfortunately, got those hands caught in the cookie jar, just a little greedy, and giving McKenna Dale, who is a fantastic shooter, especially from deep, an opportunity from the TAB here to take the lead. Earlier this week, McKenna Dale, 6 threes in a game. That's after an earlier performance this season where she hit 8. You give her space, she's going to knock them down.
Knocks the second down.
I don't think they got 15 points in that shot, though.
There we go, 7-6. I like it.
7-6 is the score. Under 5 to go in this first quarter. Nice cut. And that is pretty basketball with Elise Hurst.
The Australian with the cut. Nice delivery by Prechtel. She's such a talented player, the focal point of the offense at times with passing ability like that.
So look at her. Tough defense from the Hoiho. Makes her miss, and she steals it away.
Bradley usually so good with the ball, but the double team comes at her. And then Jade Kirisome can't hold on to it the other way. A little sloppy those last couple of possessions as the defense seems a little bit further ahead than the offense is here in the first quarter. Look at the bodies on Prechtel, man.
Kirisome trying her best to keep her out of getting to where she wants to go.
They're just, I mean, wherever Prechtel is at on the court, she's got 2 players on her. And she's doing a nice job early of dealing with the physicality coming her way. In the bonus now for the rest of the quarter for both teams. That's going to be an advantage for Ashton Prechtel. They're not going to be able to guard her with that same level of physicality, especially away from the ball.
Well, Amy West in the game now. Prechtel misses both.
Well, it's the free throws are key. They're going to get a lot of opportunities from that stripe today.
Cowling lost it. Running downhill, fires it into the corner for Kirisome for a 3.
Love the offense, firing that around, the speed and the pass around the corner. That's what opened up that shot.
Richards down low on Hokianga. That's too easy for Zoe Richards.
Recognition by Ashton Prechtel. The mismatch was down low, straight in the post. Zoe Richards has become so efficient in the post this season.
That 3 missed by Hokianga.
Got her own rebound out to Cowling, who lets it fly and tickles the twine.
Whai connecting from deep in this first quarter.
We mentioned it earlier, no one shoots more 3-pointers than the Whai. They have great value from deep, and as the season has come along, their percentages have crept up as well.
They're 2 of 5 now, after starting 0-3. 3:30 to go. Prechtel likes the look of it. Pulls the trigger and hits the 3 herself.
That is the answer. What a performer Ashton Prechtel is. You worry about her so much on the interior. She gets a catch, she take a breath, but then she shoots it like that.
Cowling. West. They collapse on her. Dale pulls the trigger herself. Hokianga trying to track it down.
Hokianga with the hustle, saves possession.
Yeah, she did very well there. Fired it back in off Paige Bradley, and it will stay with the 5.
A maturity and style of gameplay and intelligence of play that far belies her 15 years of age. I mean, that is a play I think some full-time professionals don't have in their repertoire.
Turnover again, though.
Great D from Elise Hurst.
The Hoiho get it back. It's Hurst. 4-3.
Was that tipped?
Yeah, I think Cowling got a fingertip to that.
Yeah, she smiles about it. She knows it stays there. Nice defense by Cowling in transition. I like Elise Hurst with the quick trigger. But Cowling, such a performer on both ends, sniffed it out quickly.
That 3 is good.
Oh, well executed off the side, baseline out of bounds. The inbounds and then the quick handoff. Paige Bradley lines it up and drops it in off the assist from Prechtel, who's really dishing well early.
Oh, nice look. West back from Cowling. Prechtel again, the presence inside. Her 5th rebound and 4 assists already. 5 points.
She's going 5 by 5 in the first quarter.
Caitlin O'Connell off the bench and in the game for the Hoiho. Zoe Richards pulls the trigger on the 3. Who tracks it down? It's Elise Hurst. Here's Zoe Richards trying to find Prechtel. And a little broken that play.
Just the pass led her, Zoe Richards, just a bit further down the baseline. Then she was able to find an angle on the rim as Paige Bradley checks out of the game. Good hustle on the second chance opportunity, but not converting a lot of those just yet.
It's Wilson. 2 minutes to go in the first. GJ Gardner Holmes, Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa between the Hoiho and the 5. Wilson tries to go down the middle. She's fouled before Prechtel got there. So there'll be shots coming up.
You got to be aware when Ashton Prechtel's behind you of what you're able to do and what you're able not to do. That time Gracie Roberts there got a little too aggressive on Alia Wilson. Got the hand stuck in the cookie jar, and when you know Prechtel's behind you, you can just count on her to be the dissuasion defensively. Keep those hands out. Instead, Wilson on the line misses the first, but a chance to cut it to 2 here.
This is both. Richards pulls it down and Amy West got it.
Yeah, you actually can't just run people over there, Amy. She put the hands up like, what am I supposed to do? Well, preferably not truck someone who has the basketball. Zoe Richards, she has a nose for contact though. She understands, and she understands how to find it and sell it.
She puts herself in positions that gives the Hoiho success, no matter where it is on the floor.
And we've spoken quite a bit about the import talent for the Hoiho this season and what that's meant to the improvement. But when you look at the play of Zoe Richards and the space she's been able to find, the level of efficiency she's playing with this year compared to a season ago, the hustle's always been there, but the level of execution has lifted. Her stats has come up commensurately, and she is a big key to why the Hoiho are finding success early this season.
Absolutely, absolute bonus for having a player make the jump as Zoe Richards has, who's a local. Like, she was showing not just glimpses of it, but stretches of it last season is probably a better way of putting it. She's starting to put it all together this season for the Hoiho. Here comes Dale Cowling. 1:30 now. That 3 is on the way. Dale gets the rebound. No boxing out there. Zagado with the 2.
The second Prechtel's out. Offensive rebound, 5. Nice attack there. Really getting those second chance opportunities, and Zagada loves the mid-range.
Elise Hurst, she shoots the 3.
An opportunity in transition. They've got numbers. What can they do with it?
Zoe Richards just squeezing in that rebound. up and down. Here's Richards again. That's nice basketball from the Hoiho.
Oh, that's lovely. Lovely give and go. The way Zoe Richards hesitated till that lane opened up, her teammate was able to find her, and then the delivery for the finish.
Zagara is fouled.
Well, the shot clock was trucking down, but that foul is going to send Zagara to the TAB line. She is finishing with consistency this season.
Rattles that one down.
She might have the quickest mid-range release we've got in the competition this year. She does not need a lot of space to get that shot off. And just always looks the same. You know, she's always balanced, always has that same form on it. Love that consistency.
Roberts here gives it to O'Connell. Two rapid league players in the game off the bench for the Hoiho.
Oh, McKenna Dale, I'd like to see that one fly. Instead, they're going to hold for the last second shot.
That's what Cowling maybe wanted, but that's savvy. Cowling gets it back and in and ties it up. And that'll do us for 1 quarter of basketball from the Queenstown Events Centre. The Phi finish the strongest with Ashton Prechtel, on the bench. We'll take a break. 19 all.
We've got a GJ Gardner wraparound competition. Today we've got Lilia Smith against Eddie Hapinti Hollabon, ready to play the GJ Gardner Holmes wraparound comp. Each competitor has to start at the respective free throw line and dribble as fast as they can to the center court where they wrap the ball around their body. Then they have to dribble back to their hoop and shoot until they make the basket. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go. How many times? What a do? Make some noise, folks, for Lilia Smith and Eddie Hapinti Hollabon. Here we go. There they gotta go. Who's gonna get there? Oh, one down. Hey. Is that it? Well done. Thanks, Cal. Great job. Head coach for the Phi, Mel Bennett, and assistant head coach, Tauihi Bennett, and assistant Alex Stokovich.
Welcome back, Queenstown Events Centre, the Hoiho and the Phi all locked up at 19. Second quarter about to get underway.
Nothing in this match right early. 7 buckets for the Hoiho, 6 for the Phi, 10 rebounds for the Hoiho, 11 for the Phi, 7 to 5 assists. I mean, not a lot of separation between the two teams through the first quarter. Look for whoever's able to influence this game defensively early here in the second quarter, able to get the upper hand.
Zagara. Caitlin O'Connell with the box out.
This looks important for Zagara. If she can hit him, it's going to draw Ashton Prechtel away from the bucket and take away her shot blocking prowess.
Prechtel up high. O'Connell looking at it big. Puts it up over the top of the defense. They come across and double it. That's smart defense. These first can't connect on that as Prechtel goes down. Here's Wilson firing it to the weak side. Zagara for 3. And they get the rebound again. Does Dale.
McKenna Dale.
Zagara, what's the look of the space she's been given? Decides to go at Prechtel. Nice rebound. Good defense from Prechtel. Didn't overcommit. And gives it to Zoe Richards. Richards, it's basically a hold on Prechtel from McKenna Dale. She had around her waist.
They are asking a lot out of McKenna Dale matched up on Ashton Prechtel. She's given up about 3 inches. in height and a bit of strength as well. But she is playing hard out there.
Richard stepping through with the left.
The footwork was excellent, just couldn't get it to drop. Well played both ways.
Trailer 3 from Dale connects.
Never looked like missing. Catch and shoot with a quickness in transition. Give McKenna Dale some more looks. She is hot from deep, even though that's her first of the game.
Zoe Richards. Caitlin O'Connell. Bumped by Zagara. Good rebound from O'Connell.
That's going to be the second foul on Sarah Zagara early.
First foul of the quarter. Zoe Richards with the ball. Hurst for 3.
At least Hurst has had some nice looks out there, unable to connect just yet. And the reason this game's where it's at is because the Phi have done a pretty good job of boxing out overall. They've got 5 offensive rebounds themselves and have only held the Hoiho, the #1 offensive rebounding team in the league, to just 3. Taken away, the McKenna Dale triple.
Another one, so it's the 3rd of the game so far.
And that's going to be the 2nd personal on Michaela Cowley. Both illegal screens. McKenna Dale, quick trigger. She might be, I don't know, based on current evidence, maybe the best shooter in the league this season.
First, for Pectoral. Samara Gallagher pulled off. She knew it straight away. Hoiho struggling here to begin the second quarter.
And struggling from the perimeter for the most part. They're 5 from 9 inside the arc, 2 for 10 from outside of it.
It's 22-19, the Phi with a 3-point lead. Only bucket in this quarter so far has been the 3. Cowling's fouled.
They're putting Ashton Prechtel into a lot of pick and roll and ball handling action, trying to guard Sarah Zagara. It's been difficult for her to keep pace on those switches. The Phi trying to take advantage to whichever player has the best position.
Younger, excuse me. That was Hadawani
with the drop off to Zagara. Zoe Richards in transition. Paige Bradley, I'd like to see her get herself involved in this ball game.
Bradley keeps the pivot just. Hurst to Prechtel, great position. Front of the rim. Falls to Gallagher. Hurst. Good defense from the Phi here.
Nice contest there by Wilson, and now pushing in transition. She's got numbers.
Defense of Prechtel there.
Trying to give her the dream shake with the show and switchback. McKenna Dale defensively active. Love the work rate.
Prechtel misses that. Oh, gets it back. Samara Gallagher with the hustle that ends up in the hands of Ashton Prechtel.
Well, the Phi gave up on the play for the most part, and Samara Gallagher did not. That hustle, an extra 2 for it.
We've got a whistle here, so it's 24-21.
Reminder to the fans out there that the loudest fan out
score
there
ticker,
for
so
the
bear with us.
GJ Gardner Homes team fan gets a GJ
We've got
Gardner
around
Homes basketball sign.
6 or so minutes,
Make some noise out
maybe
there.
less to go.
For free basketball.
Ashton Prechtel, 7.6 rebounds, 4 assists so far. Are we on triple-double alert?
Yeah, I think we are. Wilson pull up baseline, sticks it.
Oh, that's a pretty jumper. Starting to find some freedom on the wings as Hurst needs a bucket. He gets denied by Wilson at the front door.
At the other end, Wilson making things happen.
Elise Hurst trying to find a little bit of space in transition, but Alia Wilson gave her the no, you shall not pass.
7-2 run this second quarter. Should put the fly up 26-21.
Zoe Richards sits. Her sister Brittany Richards comes into the game, number 20.
Look at Prechtel.
Oh, good steal there by Hidawani. Hidawani threaded the needle.
She was
Wilson.
pace.
Who wants it? The Phi again.
And the Phi look the fitter team right now. Oh, that could be a charge, maybe.
Good defense.
Hidawani trucks her.
Speaking of trucking somebody, McKenna Dale will be sore tomorrow. Prechtel puts her down. Hurst for 3.
Finally, she says. She's had some great looks at it and is able to get the bottom of the net on that attempt.
Hidawani misses that. Prechtel with the rebound.
Elise Hurst now 1 for 5 from deep after that make.
Can tie or take the lead on 3. And there's a foul there on Dale. What is that on her? That's her 3rd foul, McKenna Dale.
And that's going to be a problem because she's had the greatest success guarding Ashton Prechtel. But they're going to have to change that matchup now.
It's 26-24 to the Phi. It's under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter here.
Nobody's guarding Ashton Prechtel yet, though. I'm interested to see who it is. Going with Michaela Cowling. She's got some good strength.
She's got strength and quickness.
But she's given up some inches.
She certainly is. Here's Prechtel going to work straight away on Cowling.
Love that recognition.
Ties it up.
Mouse in the house, I'm taking advantage. Squeak, squeak, get the cheese, I got the bucket.
Wilson loses the handle. Cowling gives it back to it. Gallagher staying in front of her so far. Cowling wants the post. Good defense. And that 3 is good. Jade Kirisome knocking down another 3 for the Phi.
Elise Hurst, good hustle, forcing that pass away from Cowling. But Kirisome, right place, right time.
Prechtel with the catch off the Richards pass. And 1 for Ashton Prechtel.
And Michaela Cowling picks up foul number 3 as well on the same play. Ashton Prechtel dominating with McKenna Dale out of the game. She's getting these deep catches, and there we go, the instance. They see Amy West get back in the ball game. She's got a couple inches. She's gonna come close to it. But we'll see if the Hoiho come out of this timeout and continue to take advantage of Prechtel in the post, where she is starting to gain some steam.
4 minutes left in the first
Up to 11 points now, I believe.
1 point ball game.
11 points to go along with 9 rebounds and 4 assists. Elsewhere in the stats watch, we got 9 points for Zoe Richards, second leading scorer for the Hoiho. Of note, no points off the bench just yet for the Hoiho. For the Phi, we've got 9 for Michaela Cowling, 6 for Zagara, and off the bench 6 for Jade Kirisome, the only scorer off the bench, and she is 2 for 3 from deep.
29-28, 4:18 to go. Working hard to plug in the Ethernet cable into our scoreboard. Control Alt Delete, reboot the vector box.
You should be a tech.
Yeah.
Are you an IT guy?
Try turning it off and on, then just wiggle the Ethernet around a bit.
Oh, I like to bring the cord out and blow on it.
Yeah, that helps, absolutely. But also check the socket.
Yeah.
There might be some dust in there as well. It's very likely that could be their shoot, or it could be something completely different that I really don't know anything about.
Texts are coming through right now. Are we sure it's on? Yes, we're sure it's on. Thanks for the text. We've checked that. We'll double check though as Prechtel heads to the TAB.
She squares us at 29.
12 points, 1 rebound away from a halftime double-double.
Zagara.
Well, I like this defense better with Zagara with ball in hand. Everybody sagging, giving Prechtel the chance to contest.
Box out is good from Brittany Richards, but the steal from Wilson.
Oh, just unfortunate there. Alia Wilson, bulldog defensively, getting that passing lane, doesn't give up on the play, and they just give away 2 points. 31-29, the lead now to the 5.
Amy West can only do her best, but it's unfortunately not good enough to stop Ashton Prechtel down low.
Send out the SOS. You need help down there. Ashton Prechtel is going to town. Need 2 at least to guard her in the paint.
She's got 14. Zagada with the reverse.
Oh, the little flipperoo for 2 on the other side of the rim. Zagada finding space and extending every inch that she's got in that frame to get that bucket.
Trading buckets at the QueenstownEvents Centre. Prechtel with the catch. Gallop. And we've got a 3-second call on Brittany Richards.
Well, it looked like she was on the way out, but not good enough for the coin officiating crew. 2:53 down 2 are the Hoiho, the 5, playing with a little bit more pace. And at this point in the game, even though they've played a game already, they're the fitter squad, the more confident coming down the stretch of this first half.
Wilson, pull up, banks it in, going left.
Too easy, found that space, and it was just not closed up. She got that rhythm dribble after the slowed her pace, and that's just a practice shot for her. The kiss off the glass from about 12 feet. Easy as you like it. Timeout to the Southern Hoiho to discuss what's going on defensively and what they're going to do for dinner afterwards. Perhaps this is an option, Moles. $25 special this week. Your Sal's special. Use the online code BUZZER. Use that QR code, valid until this Tuesday. Large veggie, 25 bucks. Not sure which veggies count in there, but you get a choice. There's a medley.
Certainly.
Some capsicum, some mushrooms.
That's about it.
There's a third. I'm sure it's a third to make a veggie pizza. Gonna go with olives or onions? I don't know what we're going with.
I don't think so. Maybe olives.
Maybe. Okay.
I don't classify olives as a vegetable though.
I mean, fair enough.
I mean, they're an acquired taste.
They are. I mean, it grows on a tree. Does that make it a vegetable?
Oh yeah, of course it does.
I mean,
but you're not, spreading it thickly so it covers a whole pizza, are you, olives?
I guess technically it's got a seed, so it's a fruit.
Yeah, that's also true. Like tomatoes.
Like tomatoes.
What tomatoes?
Truth is truth.
Come for the basketball. Stay for the fruit versus veggie chat.
Oh, that's a tough angle.
That's a real tough angle. Players go down. It's Prechtel and Zagada, but we're at the other end with Wilson. And Zagada won that track meet down, and she gets the bucket, and it's a 6-point Phi lead.
Hustle rewarded as the Phi starting to take control with their speed in transition. And Prechtel's got something to say about it.
Oh, blocked by Zagada. Nice help defense.
Oh, is that a foul on Prechtel early?
I think it might be.
Oh, that's a tough whistle there. That did not look like a lot of contact, especially with the call coming from across the court. The close official didn't see anything.
(37-31).
Let's go, Queenstown. We need to make some noise.
Wilson working the on ball. Zagada loves this matchup with the ball in hand.
Kerry Somé turns it over almost.
So Prechtel's so active. She moves so smoothly for a player her size. Just excellent body control, good eye-hand coordination, the quick hands, and injecting herself into every aspect of the ball game here in the first half. 14 rebounds, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Had a shot blocked one time. Doesn't happen very often, but it did here. Big minute and a half here for the Hoiho. They can't go into halftime down 10. They don't have the pace, I don't think, to keep up. They're not playing with that level of efficiency today. They need to find a way to get 2 buckets and get at least 1 stop to keep it with around a 2-possession game, to give themselves some momentum coming into the halftime. The Phi, on the other hand, I'd like to see them pick up the pressure for this last minute and a half, really get active out on the perimeter,
Prechtel takes the three, misses everything. So that'll be 5 ball with a 6-point lead and 1:26 to go.
Amy West watched that one up and said, thank you. Go ahead, shoot it. you want to shoot that without going down to the grindhouse and putting me in the torture chamber? That is all right with this defensive player.
Kerry Somé, Zagara, Wilson goes left. Hoiho's defense collapses, but another bucket for her. They lead it by 8 now.
Paige Bradley, good rotation, but too small to have an actual effect on it.
Prechtel on the trailer. Good patience from Bradley to find her.
Beautiful find by Bradley, really waiting just long enough for that defender to get lost on the back cut. And Prechtel finishes again with ease on the interior. Big possession here for Wilson. She has been really influencing the game the last few minutes.
Steps back for that 3. Samara Gallagher with the ball. They push it, they can go 2 for 1 here. Both teams with their Sky City player timeouts. Bradley.
Going to be about a 5-second differential for the Phi. Let's see if they slow it down just a bit.
West with it. Still 10 on the shot clock. Zagara with Prechtel looking to go one-on-one. West. Prechtel with the rebound.
Just 3 seconds left. Had the timeout. They didn't use it, though.
Could have used it. Ashton Prechtel had an opportunity. Probably wasn't at the front of her mind. And we are done after one half of basketball. Queenstown Events Centre. It's 39-33. We'll be back after the break to talk about it.
Ready for our cookie time, halftime heroes. Those ball. $5 cookie shake, which you can redeem. All you have to do is show your game ticket and store it at the cookie bar. All season.
Queenstown Events Centre, a slice of heaven in the Southern Lakes District. And it is a 39-33 ball game between the Southern Hoiho and the visiting FI, based in the Bay of Plenty. And here are your leading scorers for the game for both teams.
Ashton Prechtel carrying a heavy load. Zoe Richards, especially early active. That's the imports helping out. Sarah Zagara finding some space on the perimeter with the ball in hand. Michaela Cowling, Alia Wilson, excellent support at 9 and 8 apiece on the glass for the Hoiho. Ashton Prechtel is leading the way. She's already got double-digit rebounds, 10 rebounds in this one, and overall rebound count not too bad for the FI despite Prechtel's dominance, 21-22, but it's a group effort for the FI. Everybody getting in on that one. Dishing the basketball, the Hoiho, impressive. 13 assists on 13 buckets. The FI, not too bad themselves. 9 assists on 15. Paige Bradley on Ashton Prechtel leading the way there. Of course, Paige Bradley narrowly missing out on a triple-double last round. Coming down to the blocks and the steals defensively. Been a lot of action defending the rim for the FI. None for the Hoiho just yet in the steals game. Turnovers have been key. As we've seen 10 turnovers for the FI, 10 for the Hoiho, 8 for the FI. And Ashton Prechtel and Alia Wilson leading the way there. A pretty close game at a 6-point differential, but it does feel like the FI have control of this one. They're imposing their will. The Hoiho looking just a little bit frantic out there at times as the defensive pressure, especially on the perimeter by the FI, has had a large effect on the Hoiho's ability to run offense.
You mentioned it in the first half. They look like they're just playing at a faster pace, a faster gear, a higher gear, the FI, than the Hoiho in that first half.
Yeah, they seem to be getting more comfortable in themselves, and they don't have the interior personnel really to bang. They might be the smallest team in the league. Amy West, their only true center. Zagara plays a lot of center for them, but that's not her position. She's more of a 4, and the way she shoots the ball, a little bit of sometimes a small forward. So they need to figure out a way to counter out that activity on the interior, and so far they have done so to great effect. A 6-point lead despite some of the good play inside by the Hoiho interior duo.
We'll take a break here at the Queenstown Events Centre. 39-33 is your score. welcome back. 39-33, it is the Whai leading the Southern Hoiho from Queenstown Events Centre. And it will be the Whai who have this lead by virtue of just playing at a greater pace, even though they're in a little bit of foul trouble.
And the question at this point comes, are the Hoiho going to be able to deliver enough offense to come back from this one? On the season, just averaging 72.4 points per game, which is last in the league in scoring overall. The Whai, not much bigger and greater than that, but they're looking more in control of their offensive game this afternoon, and certainly playing at a higher percentage with a higher level of execution to finish. The defensive pressure getting the Hoiho out of their execution, and despite the dominance of Prechtel down on the interior, not able to get the ball in her hands with enough consistency to take the lead.
Ashton Prechtel and Zoe Richards were doing the damage in the first quarter, despite Michaela Cowling with her 9 points. Got into a little bit of foul trouble. Harley Wilson picked it up near the end of the first half. She's got 4 steals as well. She's gone along with her 8 points and 4 rebounds.
25 of the Hoiho, 33 coming directly out of the hands of Prechtel and Richards. 16 for Prechtel, 9 for Zoe Richards. And 0 points off the bench so far. Not a lot of production. They're going to have to depend on their starters. And the freshness that the Whai are playing with, they're out there, they're moving with a lot of speed, a lot of quickness, sharp cuts. They look the fresher team. They've got a little bit more depth in today's game, it looks like. And as this game keeps moving forward, the question will be, can the Hoiho find a way for their starters to keep pace with a team that's going to keep rotating those players in and out to take advantage of their transition abilities?
Whai got the win in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. They won that one by 3, 29-26. They lead by 6 here. About to get this game back underway for the third quarter. Whai on the last spot of the ladder. On the outside looking in for the final 4 spots. A few rounds to go. About 3 more weeks, 2 more weeks of competition to go. And GJ Gardner homes Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. But a win here on the road. This will be the second time these two teams have played. Got 1 more to come. But this will be big for them. So it'll draw them level with the Toakai. They handed the Hoiho a heavy loss midweek here, but points differential will come down to it. Still plenty of water to go under the basketball bridge in this league, but this is a much needed win on the cards for the Whai if they can continue in the second half like they are.
It'd be huge for them, but don't sleep on this Hoiho team. They have the ability to shut down squads. They went on a 27-0 run last week against the Queens. They can really lock down defensively at times, and just 2 losses on the season, one of those without their starting front court of Richards and Prechtel. They haven't played great basketball upon their return to the lineups, but they got something in the bag for them moving forward.
And we've got a jump ball call, so it will go to the Whai with the position arrow.
Looked like Gallagher had that ball pretty cleanly to herself. Probably should have taken the shot. A little too unselfish, wanted to get that ball to Prechtel. Had a little floater if she would have been able to look for it. Wilson in the post, has the size and strength advantage on Bradley.
Prechtel with the rebound.
I'll have to just put that on repeat. 11 boards for her now.
Bradley picks up a dribble, finds Prechtel with a tough angle, and unfortunately she was out. So another turnover for the Hoiho to start this third quarter.
Well, look, I'm all for getting Prechtel the ball as much as possible, but they're going to have to find some other offensive answers. Right now, the Whai defense is organized around keeping that ball out of the hands of Richards and Prechtel on the interior, and it's doing well.
Harley Wilson won't find an easier bucket, but she missed it. Prechtel with the catch, a Whai hand just got on it. Bradley and Prechtel operating together. Richards bumped. Good defense from the Whai again. Another Hoiho turnover. Cowling's fouled and one.
It looked like Paige Bradley did well to defend. I'd like to see those Moppets go a little bit further back. They're a little close to the court there. Michaela Cowling in transition gets up ahead of everybody after another turnover for the Hoiho here. And that's the story. They're just not creating shot opportunities, and those consecutive turnovers leading to consecutive opportunities for the Whai. A 6-point lead becomes a 9-point lead. And now the Hoiho desperate to find some kind of consistency on the offensive end.
Foul the other end. Elise Hurst hit on the drive.
Hurst hunts the two off the handoff as Kersome gets caught up just enough. Good burst on that initial catch by Hurst to get herself in position to get the shot up. Just trying to feel her way into this game. Hasn't had a ton of the ball in hand, despite the fact that they're giving a lot of attention down into the post with Prechtel and Richards.
Just need the points for the Hoiho. 42-35. Kick out. Kersome. Gives it to Zagara. 7 to shoot. Zagara using her quickness. Can't get around though. Prechtel with an English off the glass.
Should have finished that one. Did all the work. Made the right decision, right move.
Richards is fouled by Wilson.
Probably a good foul in the end. I think Zoe Richards would be able to take advantage of things down there, and that's just the second personal on Wilson. Don't mind using that one up instead of letting this offense find that rhythm.
Oh, nice look. Oh, great defense.
Jeez.
What a block.
Smothered. Got blocked out like a solar eclipse.
Zagara for 3. Big possession for the Whai. Lead is 10 now. A 5-point swing.
And look at the pressure from the Whai having an effect on the ball game. For me, this is when the Whai are at their best, when they're out pressuring on the perimeter, forcing offenses 5, 6, 7 feet off the three-point line, and then rotating back in to the defensive transition or the defensive rotations. Zagara going to work.
Oh, can't get that to go down. Cowling. Sonara Gallagher, great rebound. Controlled it.
Whai looks so fresh. They just got a spring in their step that the Hoiho are not matching.
Lucky from Richards, but it gets it back. Prechtel's there, gets another rebound. She can't get it to go down. Zagara goes down, she's hit.
So many opportunities, and finally the offensive rebounds coming their way. And Ashton Prechtel insisted that I'm getting fouled on that. Can I get that whistle? Instead, it goes the other way. Not sure if that was on her or Richards. As everybody's confused.
I'm not sure she knew she'd been called for the foul as we sort something out with the bench, but then she went to inbound the ball.
Nobody else was coming down.
I liked it.
Give it a go, you know. Nothing wrong with a bit of cheek.
It's been quite the start for the Whai. Pushing this lead now to 10.
6-2 run to kick things off. As Cowling now in double figures. Zagara in double figures with 13, 12 for Cowling. 25 between those two. 8 from Alia Wilson. That's 33. And together, they're just 2 points down against the collective of the Hoiho, who have 35 points. Now we've got it sussed.
About to get the game back underway. Hoiho with 14 turnovers already.
The Moppets coming out now. Can we get the kids a shirt that fits? Those may be a size too big.
Senior team here control the pace.
Just seeing no influence defensively by the Hoiho. The Whai able to do pretty much whatever they want without a lot of resistance.
Zagara knocking that 3 down. 13 now is the lead. Sarah Zagara was 16.
There's a lot of space out there on the drive. Michaela Cowan forcing the defense to bend. Those rotations slow for the Hoiho. They're desperate times here offensively.
Elise Hurst for 3.
Big hit. They needed that badly, obviously. Down 13 points, back to 10, but can they do it defensively?
And Alia Wilson, that's the presence of Zagara on the 3-point line as well.
Yeah, that space that's being created by the shooters out there, lovely.
And there's nice basketball from Prechtel.
Better pace from both teams. I like the speed with which they're playing. But that pace, I think, in the end will favor the Whai. They're looking very comfortable offensively. And it stays. Cowling another triple.
Gets that 3 to go down. Lead back to 13.
Buckets on buckets on buckets here in the third quarter.
Getting the friendly roll. Bradley driving. Nice bucket.
You have to do more of that. Punish the double team up high. When that ball gets swung out, you have to attack. You can't let that Whai defense recover. Otherwise, they'll keep that pressure up all night as they have.
Zagara on the drive, the kick out. Wilson for 3.
Oh,
it's raining threes.
Whai looking locked in. The drives, the space. I love the space they were playing with, and the pace is picking up as well. Just too much from those shooters out there.
Prechtel knocking that down.
Back and forth we go. We haven't seen a missed shot in about 7 possessions. But right now it's the Whai's excellence that the Hoiho are finding trouble trying to keep up with.
Kenna Dale. Zagara for 3. Oh, Sarah Zagara.
Touch them all.
She has come alive. Another 3, 19 now for her. That's her third 3 of the quarter.
Fire just spreading it out and attacking with the drive, forcing that help to come, getting open looks.
Zoe Richards shoots for 3 herself.
And Prechtel, the victim of a physical box out there, goes to the floor. Paige Bradley's hustle looked like it kept possession for the Hoiho. Yes, it does. It will be Hoiho ball. See inside, look underneath. As McKenna Dale, she is battling. Despite the fact that Ashton Prechtel's got 20 points. Oh, the call has been changed now. I thought that it looked like it was Hoiho ball. That was what official Melanie O'Connor initially indicated. But now it goes the other direction.
So a timeout here at the Queenstown Events Centre, 59-44. Hoiho in a hole.
Ball to Ashton Prechtel, and that's still working well. She's 8 for 14 from the field, but the focus on that area of their game is allowing the Whai to really help and recover, make it difficult, and they just don't have a lot of other options out there offensively. They need somebody else to join more consistently in that scoring side.
Prechtel's right up on Zagara now. Corner ball. That 3. Hitawani from the corner. Another 3 for the Whai in this quarter.
Zagara's ability with the ball in hand is really causing the Hoiho trouble. Prechtel's having difficulty defending her on the perimeter.
Hurst with 6 on the shot clock underneath. And Kurisome with the foul.
18 points now after that. Another triple from Alyssa Hirawani. Zoe Richards cut to the basket, try to get in. They love this little handoff action. Bradley and Hurst, their decision which way to go.
Kurisome just ran into Prechtel, who went down. And then it's cleaned up by Prechtel underneath after Richards missed.
Yeah, unfortunate, because that was a bit out of the range of Hurst on that one. But the effort on the glass goes again.
And the Dale finally is a release valve for the Hoiho.
Was that 4 straight threes by the Phi?
The lead was 18.
Man, they just were not missing. Everything dropping. Finally, a wayward shot for the Hoiho. Can they get back-to-back buckets themselves?
Prechtel for 3, in and out. Cowling wants it. Dale for 3.
Hurst is injured.
She is down.
They need to stop the play.
Elise Hurst has not got up.
Not sure where she took that elbow. It was certainly from Cowling in that little tussle they had in the post. Didn't see anything untoward, but occasionally those elbows be flying. Kayla Cowling, none the worse for wear, that's for sure. She's built for it. We've been talking a lot about Prechtel with her 22 and 14. But looking at the 5, it's been a balanced attack. 19 for Zagara, 3 of those from shots made from deep. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists for Alia Wilson. Kayla Cowling, 15 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Putting together a complete game on both ends of the floor. And it looks like a sprained ankle for Hurst.
She got tied up there. I think it was an elbow. I think she fell awkwardly, obviously, and she is headed to the bench. She couldn't put any weight on it, had to be carried off. Yep. That's not good for Elise Hurst.
It looks like that might be her day done, so what do the Hoiho do now? She is, with her shooting, been instrumental this season to their success. Somebody from the Hoiho's bench is gonna have to find a way to step up. That's been difficult so far. Just 0 for 2 from the field is the entirety of the Southern Hoiho bench here through almost 3 quarters.
Samara Gallagher out there for the Hoiho. Cowling, 8 on the shot clock. Wilson looks for Cowling. Prechtel has it. Straight to Prechtel in the post. The fight. Hedge over her side, and Gallagher makes them pay.
Big triple there, lovely look. You see how much the defense bends towards Prechtel when she gets those post catches. Can hit those threes, the space will open up eventually.
Samara Gallagher and Wilson battling up top. Cowling wants it in the post.
Got the mismatch, what she does with it.
Pulls up. 3 Hoiho around the rebound. Leaders 13 for the fight. Into Prechtel, another 3. Almost in and out.
Good passing. The defense doesn't want to let Prechtel go to work, so they're getting the looks outside.
Zagara stepping through, too strong. No. Hoiho might have thought they could have got a travel there, but they get the stop.
Size of Prechtel, even when she goes for the fake, still immense in the dissuading that make.
Richards all alone in the key. The floater is missed by Roberts here.
Milani in transition, got stuck, found Zagara, finds Dale.
It's dried up the well of the 3-point shot.
Had to eventually. 15 rebounds for Ashton Prechtel now.
Prechtel with the ball. Can't get it to go down. Oh, she goes down heavy as well. She had concussion-like symptoms that kept her out of the Poakai loss.
If that's on Dale, that's going to be her 4th personal foul. Callie, the other player around there, she's got 4 personals. Of course, she is able to foul out in 6, so still a couple to go.
Yeah, if you're an import in the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa, you can have 6 fouls, 5 just for the local players. Roberts here with the ball. Practical down low, Amy West on her.
Ooh, Cowling.
Cowling picking up the foul there as well.
So now she is in serious foul trouble. One more foul she's done with a full quarter to play.
5 fouls now. Paige Bradley doing the work for the Hoiho there. She's got 8 assists, says Paige Bradley, FYI.
She's a complete ball player. I mean, she had just missed a triple-double last week. I think she had 9, 9, and 9, somewhere along those lines. Just a couple of stats off it. 5 points. That hasn't really looked to influence herself on the game with the scoring. She might have to, though.
Cuts this lead to 11.
So Dale and Cowling on the bench. What's key about that is they've been the most successful at guarding Prechtel. Where's the answer there, and how long do they leave those players on the bench with their foul trouble?
Prechtel picks that off.
Just didn't expect the long arm of the law to come snatch it.
Bradley got it from Richards. Prechtel's there. She can't get it to go down. And it goes to the Phi.
Oh, I think Zoe Richards unfortunate there. That looked like hands on the basketball. The Phi barely holding on. Nice fast break executed. Bradley couldn't get the first. Prechtel couldn't get the second. And the Phi somehow able to avoid that offensive rebound onslaught. Still up double figures.
Wilson. Amy West. Good deep. Good offense, even better. It's Bradley. Good defense there. Kadawani gives it back. Zagara has it. Puts it up to end the quarter. 64-51. That is the scoreline. We have a ball game. The Phi came on and absolutely tore it up in the third quarter, but the Hoiho, by virtue of getting other players in foul trouble, have a sniff of a comeback. We'll be back with the fourth quarter soon.
Sky Broadband, sales Hanley's Farm, Queenstown, and our major partners, Chemist Warehouse and Night and Day, and our community partner, Cookie Time, our club partners, Target Accounting and Meridian Mall, and our supplier partners, Tailor Made Motors, Better Creative, and OG Print. A reminder that the Hoiho will be, after your favorite players will be here after the game for photos and signatures. I hope to see you at the end of the game. Second leg competition, here we go. As many layups as you can. After every attempted layup, you have to dribble the ball past the three-point line. You got one on this end. A great form, 2. 3, do they get bonus points for shooting with the left hand? Hunter, you're going to give her a double for shooting with the left. Nice.
64-51. Get your large veggie pizza for 25 bucks from Sal's Pizza with that QR code. It is with the word buzzer. Pick up only. Valid until Tuesday the 15th of August.
And then there's going to be another one. They just keep coming, these Sal specials.
The Sal specials have been MVP of this basketball season in New Zealand. Both Sal's NBL and GJ Gardner Holmes, Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa.
Well, what are the Hoiho going to do here? Michaela Cowan in the game, 1 foul away from fouling out. McKenna Dale as well. I'd go out those players as soon as you possibly could.
Prechtel kicks it out. Gallagher steps into a 2. And it hit the side of the backboard through the defense. Wilson, the look to Dale is nice. 3 ball. Falls to Cowling. She's out there with her fouls, all 5 of them. She gets 6. Zagara. Shot clock winding down. You can hear them counting. It's down to 2. Dale from deep. Almost went in.
Hoiho got to find a little bit more pace. Got to match the speed with which the Fire are playing.
Fi's defense around the perimeter, really good. And Richards called them napping on the back line. No help came.
Well, that's the best attack of the double. They've had a couple of good attacks in the second half of that high double. But that's the aggressiveness they got to continue with if that's the strategy the Fire are going to continue themselves.
Zagara for 3. Prechtel can't control the rebound.
Oh, what a save.
Great save.
May.
Dale to Zagara. Tied up by Prechtel. 2 to shoot. Zagara tried to get it up in time, but it's an offensive rebound to Wilson on the baseline. Lost the handle.
Oh, all that work to be undone by the mishandle. What do the Hoiho got?
Roberts here. But Prechtel's underneath. Can't get it to go down. She's missed a couple of, I don't want to say easy ones because she's had a lot of defenders around her, but she manages to clean up her own rebounds.
24 points, 21 rebounds now. Another 20-20 game. I think her 4th in the season, if memory serves me correctly.
And we've got a foul called on the baseline.
Well, suddenly a lead that looked reasonably insurmountable.
It was 18.
They're working their way back in. The 5 jump shots not falling with the same consistency. Better defensive rotations enabling the Hoiho to make those shots more difficult. They got to keep up the work rate.
Kerry Somé with the ball. Zagara puts Prechtel down.
A little shimmy with the shoulders froze. Prechtel took her shot blocking ability out of the game. Zagara loves that matchup, loves dribbling at Prechtel with a bit of space.
The drive, the kick.
10 on the shot clock.
Prechtel gives it to Richards underneath. Zagara comes across. Zoe Richards again, big underneath.
Zoe Richards doing well, moving without the basketball that possession, created an opportunity where there was none. Prechtel was going to force it up, but saw her teammate in the last second.
Wilson. Cowling sees a double. That 3's missed. Zagara is fouled by Richards. And that is Zoe Richards' 5th foul.
And that is a really difficult rotation from out of that opposite corner, enabling that pass over to Kitty Somé. But because it was Prechtel that went out for it, it took her out of the play.
Zoe Richards is able, everyone gets 6 fouls, excuse me. So Zoe's able to stay out there. Zagara. Tough. It's a control.
Oh, look at McKenna Dale.
McKenna Dale to Alia Wilson, double clutching in. The Fire all over them.
McKenna Dale has been an unsung MVP of this game. The stats aren't huge, but the effort has been phenomenal. Great defensively, timely shots when they've needed them.
Prechtel, they collapse, but it's too late. She's too big, too strong.
She just presents such an inviting target to her teammates. Tossing it up high. She catches high, finishes high. 9 points the difference. Can the Hoiho get a stop?
Slapped away, stays with the 5, 13 on the shot clock.
No foul called. Alia Wilson wants the whistle, but it's just going to be possession on the baseline. The 5 need to keep that aggressiveness that they played with in that 3rd quarter.
Dale looking for Cowling. Cowling, quick shot.
The fade, so pretty.
That's so nice, in rhythm over Zoe Richards.
The movement without that basket, went to the weak side block, came back, just in motion with that fadeaway. Lovely shot.
Gallagher looking for Prechtel, poked away by Dale. He's doing it all.
Oh, Gallagher goes low with the pass, got to throw high to the bigs. Transition opportunity for the Phi.
Trailer is Prechtel, wrong player, 3-on-1.
Her 5th steal of the game.
McKenna Dale with the defense again.
McKenna Dale, defensive MVP of this one. 4 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, but everywhere on the defensive end.
Cowling's fighting for it underneath. Cowling with the right hands.
Well, the Phi have figured out what they want to do offensively. They're putting Cowling in the post and taking Ashton Prechtel away from it. She's got to guard a shooter, so that's inviting those mismatch opportunities down low. With her staying so far away from the basket, there's a lot of space for these 5 players to dribble drive, draw defenders. They got the weak side kickouts when the defense comes over. When they don't, they have layups. And space and pace has been key for the Phi in the second half and how they've been able to build this 13-point lead.
Maybe the Hoiho need to throw a zone out there at some point, Casey.
I think the zone would be a good call. You'd be able to leave Ashton Prechtel down there in the low post, keep her shot blocking abilities in there, and take away where the Phi have been most consistently successful here in the 4th quarter. They had that flurry of 3-point shots in the 3rd, but it's cooled down a little bit since then. They could use that zone, compact the space a little bit, take away those driving lanes. I think that would give them an opportunity to work in. The question is, can they get the buckets? Down 13 with 5:20 to go. That is a lot of offense to make up against a team that is playing very well on that end of the court.
Down 13. It was all locked up at 19. And then the 2nd and 3rd quarters, the Phi just started to string it together. It rained threes in the 3rd quarter for the Phi. Yeah, about 5 or 6. Gallagher with the ball.
Look how many players are around Prechtel.
There's 4 of them.
There's 4 with an arm's length.
Bradley for 3, that's good.
And that's how you make them pay. If they're going to send that many players to someone who doesn't have the basketball, you have to make that skip, and Paige Bradley nails the triple to keep the Hoiho hopes alive. Bradley on Cowling in the post is not a great matchup for the Hoiho.
Zagada, Prechtel goes down again, and Zagada can't make it pay this time. Look at McKenna Dale box out 2 players, Richards and Prechtel. Zagada with 6 on the shot clock. Wilson. It's Cowling in the corner. And again, the Phi get a rebound.
Oh, the 2nd best offensive rebounding team in the league coming into it. Picks up their 15th of the ball game.
Again, the shot clock winding down. Wilson.
Is that an offensive foul? 2 shots. Whoa, I thought it was the push on Bradley, but it looks like an angle instead. It's Caitlin O'Connell called for the whistle. And the Phi's relentless offensive rebounding attack pays dividends.
They've had it for about almost a minute, it felt like. And Samara Gallagher is going to have a seat. She took a fall there, and she's in a bit of discomfort.
Well, big free throws here for Wilson. I think you hit these 2. He puts a lot of pressure, misses the first. That door staying just a bit open for the Hoiho.
No, Elise Hirsch, she limped off, well, carried off actually.
You see her on the bench, iced up there on the sideline. She won't be returning.
Wilson makes it a 11-point game. 4:04 to go.
Hoiho need to score with a bit more quickness than they've been able to manufacture here in the second half.
Prechtel with the catch. Too strong.
Oh,
Phi ball, it's been that kind of game.
Great look, lovely pass by Paige Bradley, delivering that with pinpoint accuracy. Look at that, right over the top, inside. Looked like just rushed a little bit by Prechtel. Could have taken a little bit more time, shown a little bit more patience, would have been okay. Instead, 5 ball, and they're looking to execute their way home to victory.
Cowling. The reach in by Prechtel.
Well, Michaela Cowling, she tends to take over games late. Saw it earlier this week against the Poakai when it looked like the Poakai were going to walk away with it. She had a huge fourth quarter, just coming up about 2 millimeters short of tying the ball game as the Phi went down by 1 in their first game of the week. But a contribution from all over the roster this afternoon has the Phi staring a victory in the face if they can hold on to it.
21 now for Michaela Cowling. Prechtel with the catch. Just rushing it a little bit. Good defense from Cowling. Stick with it.
11 for 25, Ashlyn Prechtel is now. And there's been probably 5 looks that you would have expected to go in.
McKenna Dale knocks that 3 down, and that just might be a dagger and a nail.
7 points for Dale now, just 2 for 8 from the field. But that one might have shut the door on this ball game.
3 minutes to go, timeout Hoiho.
Big 3 with 3 minutes to go. The speed, the pace, the tenacity of the Phi paying dividends down to the stretch of this one. 2 21-point scorers there. Sagara and Michaela Cowling both on that number. Rebounds leading the way, 9 for Michaela Cowling. Top assist players, Zagara and Wilson 4 apiece. Wilson 7 rebounds as well as 16 points. Another all-around game. 5 steals for Alia Wilson as well. 5 of their 11 steals. That is excellent effort defensively. 2 blocks leading the way for Cowling. And you see once again it's the imports carrying a heavy load for this Phi squad and getting great support defensively. Thanks to those stats from the official stats partner of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa, the TAB. Another monster game, of course, from Prechtel. 26 points, 21 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals.
That's a monster game. That is a stat line. Down 16 though. It's that pressure that's been so effective for the Phi in this game.
Tyler Mitchell can't find it. And that might be the last gasp, as the Phi would be wise to use up this shot clock, every tick of it.
Cowling. Oh, that's a big shot.
Back-to-back triples from McKenna Dale.
She's had a half as McKenna Dale. She has been playing defense on the floor, knocking down threes and grabbing rebounds.
She had not everywhere on the score sheet offensively. Hasn't been able to get a ton of looks, but it's the defensive effort. There's another rebound, snatching that one from Prechtel, getting the whistle blown as well. McKenna Dale has been so key to the efforts. Is that the 5th team foul on the Hoiho? Still no fouls on the Phi this quarter. Able to defend without getting whistles blown against them. And this Hoiho squad, they depend on free throw attempts to keep that scoreboard ticking over. One of the reasons they're just at 62 points.
You can join the TAB, deposit $10 and get a free $50 bonus bet. As that shot's knocked down by Dale. 21 now is the lead, the biggest lead of the game. Richards pulls the trigger.
Look at the fight for McKenna Dale with that box out. The effort is supreme. Prechtel a little frustrated. I can see why, but McKenna Dale absolutely not giving an inch.
An offensive foul.
They're going to be too little too late for Hoiho hopefuls. Foul, I believe, on Zagara, who picks up her 3rd personal.
Nice look, the give and go.
And that's the kind of movement we haven't seen a lot of from the Hoiho. Not enough weak side action, not enough forcing those defenders who are paying so much attention to Prechtel to rethink that strategy.
And a foul from Zoe Richards there, just too aggressive on Cowling.
Cowling, ability to look for points 22 and 23 from the TAB now.
Double-double for her with 10 rebounds. Prechtel's 26 and 21.
Paige Bradley, 10 points, 10 assists. Prechtel, 7 assists as well after that last handoff to Bradley.
Kayla Cowling surviving the foul trouble in the second half. And doing work at both ends. Lead is back to 20 now. Paige Bradley again harassed by Whai defense as McKenna Dale and Cowling.
McKenna Dale picks up foul number 5.
That has been a really good strategy of limiting the touches that Prechtel can get in the post by just trapping
And just send
that ball
numbers.
handler.
Send numbers on the ball. Send numbers to Prechtel when you're looking for that lob. Force them to kick it to the other side. You know, this Hoiho squad, despite the record, hasn't been extremely efficient offensively. And especially on those weak side 3-point attempts, that's shown up today.
12 threes for the Whai in this game. Just 6 for the Hoiho. Both teams love shooting the 3 ball.
Whai a little bit more, 37 attempts from deep. They let it fly. Do the Whai.
Oh, they love to. They average around 36 a game. So that's right on point for them.
The big key for both teams, a little bit sloppy with the basketball, but 17 turnovers for the Hoiho, indicative of the inability to really find that freedom of movement offensively as they throw in the towel and send Ashton Prechtel to the bench.
All right, Queenstown, let's make some noise for the Wolves.
Brittany Richards out there, number 20. Turnover. Dale to Wilson. Broken up. Under a minute to go. This has been a really good win for Mel Bennett and the Whai. Made the trip to Queenstown. Played the Hoiho. Normally based in Ōtepoti, Dunedin. And they have done the job here. Draw level with the Poakai competition points, but by virtue of points differential, as the shot clock went off, and it will be another turnover. You'll have to check if they can leapfrog the Poakai or not, because it's a 20-point lead with 31.7 to go.
Fans are reminded that you are invited to make the
They were all tied up, I believe, going into the game on earlier this week. Taking a look at the standings as they speak. The Whai on 8 points with 4 points today can equal the Poakai.
It's a points differential.
The points differential doesn't come into play. It's all standard because everybody plays each other in different numbers of games.
You've got a point there, Casey.
So it's an odd number of games, so somebody's going to get the win. So it's points, and then it's the win-loss record against each other's teams, I believe.
That's why you got to pick up those rapid league wins.
Got to get those rapid league wins, which the Poakai have done while they're sitting up there a spot above the Whai on the ladder right now, who's soon to be tied in points. The Hoiho can't make up ground on the Queens, so they'll remain in second place. But the big winners of the day are the Whai. A rapid league win, a huge performance against the Hoiho in Tauihi, and this total team effort has to be pleasing for a squad that came into the season not playing its best basketball the first few weeks, but starting to find a rhythm and a style of play that suits the personnel they've got out there.
22-point win, 86-64. A big second half, 47 points in the second half. And they withstood the presence of Ashton Prechtel in the middle, the double-double, Michaela Cowling, and Sarah Zagara just lit it up from deep. Ali Wilson was solid. McKenna Dale really good at both ends, just did everything they asked of it.
Looking at the rebound game, it was a huge performance. Another 20-20 game for Ashton Prechtel. Overall, in the ball game, 42 rebounds apiece, dead even between the two squads. And that's a victory for the Phi, considering the size, that discrepancy they have in the paint. Looking at the assists, Bradley leading the way, 10 for the Hoiho. A very balanced assist attack for the Phi. 5-4, 3-3-3. Seen across things, you see how many hands the ball goes through. Taking a look at the defense with the blocks. That's one thing to note with the strategy of the Phi, taking Prechtel away from the paint. No blocks for the league leader in blocks coming into this one, enabling those drives to have more success at the rim and finishing up with the steals. There were some thieves out there on the court today, but led by Wilson with 5. And Ashton Prechtel with 5 as well.
86-64. The Phi with the lead. And the win just kept creeping up and up through that third quarter.
So let me check that. Alia Wilson had 7 steals.
7 steals.
To go along with 7 rebounds and 16 points. What an all-around performance. And that just goes to tell you about this Phi squad. A lot of options as we take a look at the games that are upcoming. Round 6 starts in the Edgar Center in Dunedin as the Hoiho host the Queens.
They're going to turn things around pretty quickly, don't they? Tokomanoa Queens will be looking at that game that just happened here really, really strongly, because it was a bit of a blueprint. The Queens taking care of their business. The Phi got the Kahu on Thursday night, and the Queens and the Tuakai on Friday night. So, on behalf of Casey Frank and the Sky Sport team, thanks so much for watching. The Phi, the big winners in Queenstown, 86-64 over the Hoiho.